Well, hundreds are expecting to rush the U.S. Supreme Court building and rally at the Hart Senate office building in Washington, D.C. Monday. They're planning to protest as the Senate moves forward with the Supreme Court justice confirmation hearings for Judge Amy Coney Barrett. Joining us now to talk about that is Jennifer Epps Addison, the co-executive director for Popular Democracy. Jennifer, thank you for being with us tonight.
No, thank you for having me. This is such an important issue, especially for Black folks in our. I'm just really glad that we're talking about it.
Yes, thank you so much. So Jennifer, you all have some big events planned for tomorrow, and the goal is to get the Senate to wait on this confirmation. Tell us about that.
Well, I agree with Senator Schumer that there is one clear conclusion here, but with all due respect, the clear conclusion is no nomination before inauguration. And we need people to be saying that wide and loud. And if you're catching my tone, it's because I'm outraged, and I'm not outraged at Republicans who, have flipped their position since Merrick Garland was nominated by President Obama. I know who Republicans are. Just like my grandmother told me, when someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them, I know who they are. But I'm outraged because, like 75% of Americans, I cannot believe that the Senate would take up a Supreme Court nomination of an impeached president before they have done anything to help the tens of millions of people who are out of work because of COVID, who are losing their health care in the middle of a pandemic, who have no idea how they're going to pay the rent next month. And we should all be outraged about that. So no nomination until inauguration, but especially for Senate Republicans who have left the HEROES Act, which was passed in the House months ago, sitting without even giving it as much as the day of light on the Senate floor while people are struggling in a pandemic. It's outrageous they would take up this nomination.
And Jennifer, one of the things you all mentioned was demanding to be able to go inside the hearing. How do you think allowing folks inside will impact what the Senate decides to do?
I want to be clear. The people we're talking about are people who are directly impacted by the ACA, and they are risking their health to be a part of these historic hearings. If the Republicans are going to force these shams, then people have a right to see what's happening in the day of light. And if it isn't safe for people to do that, then it isn't safe to hold the hearings, and we should be delaying them until after the inauguration.
And what can we expect? What can people expect from the event? You all will be marching and rallying.
We want anybody who's in the DC area to come down with us. People will have PPE, masks, hand sanitizers, gloves. We'll be socially distancing. We will keep our brothers and sisters safe. But if you can't make it, the most important thing for you to do right now is to call your senators, Democratic and Republican. For the Democratic senators, we need them to stop giving credibility to these sham hearings. This is not normal times. We are up against a president who has said he will not commit to a peaceful transition of power, and he is trying to install someone on the Supreme Court after 6 million people have already cast their ballots in this election. So this is a moment where, whether you are represented by a Democrat or Republican or one of each in your state, you need to call both of your senators, and you need to demand no, zero zilch hearings, no nomination until after inauguration.
And Jennifer, lastly, what message are you hoping this will send to leaders in Washington?
I think the message we're hoping to send is take up what the people want. 75% of people, Democrats, Republicans, and independents and in between, want the Senate to be dealing with COVID relief. We have tens of millions of people who are struggling in our country. They deserve better than this. They deserve better than politics. They deserve better than power hoarding. They deserve a Senate who will get to work and put relief directly in their hands yesterday.
All right, Jennifer, thank you so much for your time tonight, and good luck to you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.